Welcome to Quran Stories Animated. In every episode, we share the timeless lessons of the Holy Quran, the stories of prophets, their trials and patience, their faith and obedience to Allah. These stories guide us, inspire us, and remind us of Allah's wisdom and mercy. Join us as we bring the words of the Quran to life. The days of secrecy came to an end. Allah commanded His messenger to speak openly. Revelation descended with strength and clarity. The messenger's heart filled with certainty. He knew the time had come for Mecca to hear the truth. The idols stood silent, unaware of what approached. The sky above the valley shimmered with angels. The mountains echoed the call of guidance. Muhammad rose with determination and peace. He walked through the streets of Mecca calmly. People watched him pass with curiosity. Some felt fear without understanding why. Others felt a pull toward truth in their hearts. He headed toward Mount Safa, the ancient hill. It was the place where tribes once announced danger. Now it would witness the call of salvation. He climbed the stones with steady steps. The sun shone upon his blessed face. The wind moved around him like a whisper. He reached the top and stood tall. He called out, "O Quraysh!" His voice carried through the valley. People stopped what they were doing. Men left their shops and homes to listen. They hurried toward the sound of his voice. They gathered at the foot of Mount Safa. All tribes came, young and old. They trusted his words before he even spoke. They knew him as Al-Amin, the trustworthy. Truth had always lived in his speech. He said, "If I told you an army was behind this hill, would you believe me?" They answered, "We have never known you to lie." The crowd fell silent with expectation. He said, "Then know that I warn you of a coming day, a day when every soul will be judged. Save yourselves from the fire. Worship Allah alone and follow His path." The words struck the hearts of the listeners. Some trembled with fear and hope. Some felt anger rise in their chests. Others felt the sweetness of truth. Families looked at each other in confusion. The idols around the Kaaba seemed powerless. The mountains stood witness to revelation. Angels surrounded the messenger unseen. The message of Islam had been spoken openly. The dawn of a new era had begun. The people whispered among themselves. Some hearts opened instantly. Others shut themselves in pride. Abu Lahab stepped forward with rage. He shouted words of hatred and denial. The messenger remained calm and patient. Allah revealed Seerah Al-Masad against Abu Lahab. The believers felt strength rise within them. The disbelievers felt threatened by truth. But truth had already taken root. The Quran echoed through the valley. Everyone left knowing something had changed. The messenger descended Safa with dignity. His heart relied entirely on Allah. He had spoken the command without fear. His mission had entered a new stage. The days of silence were over. The light of revelation spread across Mecca. The angels rejoiced at his courage. The heavens glorified Allah's mercy. His companions gathered around him softly. Their faith grew stronger than before. Khadijah comforted him with love and certainty. Ali, young and devoted, stayed by his side. Abu Bakr invited others to Islam that same day. Zayd stood proudly near the messenger. The early believers found new strength. Their hearts glowed with hope and clarity. The people of Mecca spoke about Safa all night. Some mocked, some feared, some wondered, but none could ignore what had happened. The message had begun its public journey. The idols looked smaller than ever before. The Quran continued to descend with power. Truth challenged falsehood at every turn. Muhammad walked through Mecca with calm certainty. He greeted the poor with kindness. He prayed in secret corners of the valley. He called people with wisdom and patience. His voice changed the course of history. The call on Mount Safa became eternal. Its echo still lives in the hearts of believers. Thank you for watching Quran Stories. The stories of the Holy Quran are lessons for all time about faith, patience, and guidance. We hope this story inspired you and reminded you of Allah's wisdom. Subscribe and continue with us as we share more timeless lessons from the Holy Quran.